Okay. If you have never been on my page before, hello, my name is Sonia and welcome to my channel. Oh my goodness, so here back again with another walk. I put the mic up this time because last time I was walking, there was a lot of noise because I put it all the way down there. Wasn't very smart, was it? But today is different. So I've been more strategic now, so you should be able to hear me fine. I just want to make sure the light is on at all times. So if you see me looking down, it's just to make sure that the mic is on. But yeah, I hope you're okay. I hope you are well. I hope you're feeling great. I've prayed before I kind of started this because there's something really specific I want to talk about. Let me put you a little bit further back. Ciao. Yeah. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to pray that I can articulate my words as carefully as possible because I don't want to say anything incorrectly in any kind of way. And I want to speak from a place of truth. Okay, it's very important. But I want to speak to you about your soil in your system, right? When it comes to traumas, when it comes to things that you've been through in the past that you do not take the time to work with, to sort through. So, oh, the sun is so pretty. If you could only see the sun right now, it's like super stunning. When it comes to things that you've been through in the past, it's one thing to not acknowledge what's happened. It's another thing to not deal with it. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, tend to go through things and not deal with whatever happened to them, that they end up suppressing it, praying a way around it, and keep it moving. So what happens is that soil, bearing in mind everything you keep inside of you is suppressed soil. So you imagine you are a garden, because you are a garden, sweetheart, okay? So there's a little magpie. And imagine this garden has weeds growing inside of it. And these weeds are caused by external things that has happened to you, that might have hurt you, that might have offended you, that might have made you feel shit within yourself, that have made you feel some type of way about yourself. And what happens is if those weeds are not looked at and seen to and plucked from the root out from the very beginning, what happens is when you keep it moving, those weeds will keep growing and they'll keep growing and they'll keep growing. So what you end up doing is putting yourself in a level of protection mode. So what happens is you're always going to be triggered by something that affects the weed to even grow even bigger and bigger and bigger because you're not dealing with the issues at hand. You're just suppressing it. The thing is, when you have things that happen to you in any way that is not the best for your soul and you don't attend to it, it's going to be the most disruptive thing to your life as possible. It's going to be very disruptive. Why? Because you're not taking a look at what is causing the pain inside of you. You think by keeping it moving and protecting it is your way of kind of healing and growing through it. But I promise you, the tree, the fruitfulness of the tree that God is trying to push through you will never be able to come into full fruition because you have too many weeds at the base of your soil. And it's one of the most saddest things that I can encounter and to witness because a lot of people do this. A lot of religious people do it. A lot of people in general do it. And it's sad. It's so, so sad because you don't deserve to do that to yourself. You don't deserve to sit there with things inside of you that does not serve you and your well-being. It doesn't serve you. It's like God wants to do this beautiful things through you, but because you're holding on to so much pain inside of yourself and things that's happened to you in the past, God can't do the work in you. And I think a lot of people, this is why, look, I don't ever want to bash Christianity because I love Christianity. I do. I'll always have love for it because it's what my foundation is what I grew up on. However, because I'm outside of it, I'm really looking at the details of everything. A lot of people go through traumas and really things that fuck them up big time. But what they don't do is be accountable and actually do the work within themselves to be better, to figure out why this has hurt me, what has caused me this pain. They don't do any of this work. Then what they do is they pray for a savior to come and rescue them out of it. They go on bended knee to pray for God to take them out of it, when really and truly God is waiting for you to deal with the work. He's not going to come and rescue you from it. You have to do the work within yourself and he will help you there. But what you do is you stand there praying for a savior to come and take you away from you, when really and truly that pain that you've been through is a lesson and it's something that is teaching you something about yourself. But you're not willing to sit there and do the work to find out what is it taught to you. You get scared and you get, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like, when I think about myself and the things that I've been through in my life, I've had to face everything head straight on. I had no choice, because I'm not going to allow myself to be sitting there and to be rooted in a place of hell in myself and not have clear foundations. I've had to do something completely different that my family's never encountered. I know that there's a lot of people in my family that I do know that deal with this whole savior complex of God is going to come and rescue them from this. No, they're not. No, God is not. He's waiting for you to start doing the work. And it's really frustrating, because when I think about us as a garden and as a soil and as, you know, beings of creation, because no matter what you think, sweetheart, we have the same DNA as creation itself. We have the same, I think, is it hydrogen, carbon, there's two other things, H2O, I think, and something else. I can't remember what it is, don't even quote me on that. But anyway, we have the same DNA as stardust, as creation itself, right? So no matter what you think, baby, honey, we are the universe, whether you like to hear it or not. We are the universe. We have the power inside of us to make a difference in our life. We have the power inside of us. But what we tend to do is rely on an external power to rescue us from our pain, rather than holding ourselves accountable and dealing with the pain at hand. I feel like I'm getting emotional. I don't even know why, but it hurts my heart so much. Oh, look, there's a magpie. Oh, there's two of them. I love you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. We're back at the view again, you guys. You know my favourite view. My favourite view. You already know. It's my favourite view. It's gorgeous. It's sad. It's so sad, because you're always going to be left on guard all the damn time, because you're not doing the work to look at yourself, to figure out what is it that's causing me harm inside of me. Your soil is literally being dampened and worsened in yourself every single minute of the day, because you're not tending to it, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So when something or a trauma comes towards you that literally wants to, like, I don't know, rip you away into shreds, even though it's so funny, because how the universe works is it only shows you what's inside. You are a reflection of the universe. The universe is a reflection of you. Yeah. So what happens literally with this life that we live is whatever's inside of you is going to be mirrored externally. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I need to pee. Oh my God, no, I just paid already. Why am I need to pee now? Oh Lord, I'm already far away from home. I ain't going back. Like, baby, one thing I'm going to say to you is, if you really want and desire to have the life of your dreams, you have to start looking within yourself. You have to start looking at the deeper parts of you that has not been attended to for a very long time. God cannot breathe his fullness inside of you if you are holding on to past traumas, past pain. Anything that is from the past, it's not going to work, because you're always going to be left triggered. You're always going to be left unsafe. You're always going to be left feeling that you can't, your nervous system won't be have the capacity to be able to hold anything more than what you already are. This is why a lot of people tend to literally live in survival mode. You're constantly on survival mode, because there's something in you that is not safe. It's not safe. You're always on guard. You're always on, oh my God, like, you're always prepared. You don't maneuver yourself in a different way to protect you from that. No. If something is triggering you, allow it to trigger you, and allow it to make you assess yourself and do the work. God will meet you where you're at. I promise you that. But you cannot allow yourself to be defined by the past. You can't. And I've heard it time and time again, especially with friends that I have. And it's like, bro, you are not your past. You are allowing an experience that's happened to you to justify who you are, to identify yourself as this situation when you're nothing of the situation. Situation happened to teach you something about yourself. What are you learning from it? What are you gaining from it? What are you actually doing about it? How are you fixing it? What are you? What do you know about yourself? Who are you? Do you really know who the fuck you are? Do you actually know to the core of you? Or do you identify with these things that people have said to you, that they've said to hurt you, that they've said to make you feel small, insignificant, and then you allow yourself to keep that inside of you? How is God meant to grow fruitfulness outside of you if you are identifying with something that's happened from the past? It just doesn't make any sort of sense, baby. It doesn't make sense. And it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. In order for God to be able to use you and mold you and shape you and breathe the life of God through you in everything that you do in the fullness, in the biggest capacity possible, it only starts if you go within yourself. It only starts within. It starts within. You have to start doing the dirty work. And I promise you, there is such a freeing feeling of knowing that no one can come chat to me because I already know who the fuck I am. And I'm still working on that confidence within myself. But it's nothing from the past that you can use against me because I'm already free from everything. How can you come to me with something that I've already been free from? It doesn't make any sense. But if you leave yourself constantly on edge, constantly on guard, constantly if someone's constantly able to come at you in a way that triggers you, that that is a problem. People don't really understand you when it comes to Jesus. Like, a lot of religious people, bro, are sitting there waiting for a God outside of them to come and rescue them from their pain and their hurt. They think it's a negative thing, it's a bad thing. When these things happen to you, you have to look and be objective and understand, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? What is it showing me? What is this about myself? Why am I reacting to this? Okay, how do I feel about this? What am I going to do about this? Does this define who I am? Am I this person? No. What did I need in this moment in time? Well, how can I cater to myself? How can I give myself what I need? Am I who I think I am? Or am I identifying with this? Are people's opinions of me the opinion of myself? So what people say about me, are they really what they're saying to me in order for me to believe that I am what they say they are? Or are they just merely projecting onto me? And I chose to take it upon myself to believe the word that they said. You have to start questioning these things that's happened to you. It's not going to be easy, but the problem is you have to do the work. That's the real hard work. What life is not meant to be difficult, but you make it harder on yourself by holding on to shit that doesn't serve you or your highest good. And that's the truth. I saw a post the other day that spoke about how we think that we're the feather in the wind. That's exactly what it's going to feel like when you hold on to shit, hold on to pain, hold on to traumas, hold on to anything. That's exactly how it's going to feel. You're going to feel like you're a feather in the wind, constantly bouncing up and down, da 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 da. But I promise you, when you do the work within yourself, you'll start to realize that you're not the feather in the wind. You are the wind. And it's a lovely feeling out here. It's a lovely feeling. It's an absolute lovely feeling. The power has never been outside of you. The power has always been within you. The problem is, to do the nitty gritty work means you have to hold yourself accountable. And that is one of the most hardest things to do, is you have to hold yourself accountable. Victim mode doesn't exist anymore when you hold yourself accountable. If you want to know who the fuck you are, you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to be honest with yourself in a deep, deep place. Take the responsibility of what you can take responsibility for, and whatever was not your fault, leave it. Forgive it. But the hardest part is forgiving yourself for what you didn't know at the time. You have to forgive yourself for what you didn't know at the time. You've got to bear in mind you were a different person back then. And that person may not have the capacity to be able to understand what's happening to them at all. But you have to be in a place to be able to forgive them. This is your inner child in you screaming for help, screaming for guidance, screaming just to be acknowledged. But all you've ever done is neglect that version of yourself that experienced the pain and experienced the hurt inside of them. And you've ignored it. You kept it safe. The problem is, it gets to a point where no matter what happens in life, when you get triggered, you'll be put back to that place, that version of you that experienced the hurt. you will always come back to that person. And that person is going to constantly keep screaming out at you when you're triggered every single time. You lose yourself in where you are right now and you go back to that little person that experienced whatever pain or hurt that she experienced, he or she. Something in me doesn't want to say this because I can feel it in the way I'm speaking. I'm speaking from somewhere. It's not me. I can feel it because my voice right now is doing a bit of madness. But we're going to keep it moving with the message because I know it's very important and it's been in my heart to speak on this. I'm just trying to help you. All I ever want to do is want to help you and help you understand yourself better. I saw that post the other day that spoke about why are Christians so broke? Why are Christians always broke? And it's because they want to be a follower. The thing is, if you knew how much power exists inside of you, oh my God, people don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. And it's so frustrating. God is in you. God is the source and you are the resource. You are God's manifestation in human form. You are. Jesus called us his brothers and sisters. Peep it. Not child. Well, he said my child sometimes when he needed, like, to pacify you. But deep it. His brothers and sisters. We are made in God's image, therefore we are. We don't want to accept the level of power that exists inside of us. Sometimes it's just so much easier to be like, oh God, oh, rescue me, Jesus. Oh, but honey, he did not create no damn punk. Do you know how hard it is to understand and conceptualize the fact that there are millions and millions and millions and millions and billions of details that come into thought when it comes to creating a human, and so many of those millions and billions and billions and billions and billions don't ever make the cut. But yet you're here. Here you are. You're standing. You're alive. You're breathing. Do you know how crazy that is? That there's, for some reason, you are the one that exists. You specifically exist for some reason bigger than you can ever comprehend. You have to understand that God breathed himself into us. We are baby gods out here. And we're not even aware of the power that's inside of us. And sometimes we don't even want to be held ourselves accountable for that, which is stupid. You don't realize how spiritual this world really is. We we possess so much power. And our power inside of us scares us. So it's easier for us to conform to a standard that is not our own. And it's also very frustrating because all I actually want to do in my life is actually understand the power that's inside of me. And I want to keep going deeper within myself to understand what I need to do because my job is to fulfill God's work. And I can't hold myself back from being able to do that. And what did I have to do? I had to do the work. I've had to do the work for years now. I've been doing the work. You crazy? I took the biggest risk of my life and quit everything that I ever knew, not knowing what I was doing, but I just knew it was the right thing to do. I couldn't be in this system. And the more I've come out of religion, there's beauty in the Bible. Yes, it's been manipulated. I'm not going to lie to you, it has, because there's so many. Yeah, because I don't understand the concept of God being jealous, to be honest, because why would God be jealous of something he created? These are the things that I don't think is of God, to be honest. I don't. And obviously that comes down to everyone's preferences and intuitions and what it says about them is okay. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, but we're not going to get into that topic because I'll be here for like hours and we're not trying to do that. You know what I mean? I do need to pee, you know. Oh Lord. Baby, please, please. Can I cross here? Will you let me cross? No, I don't wanna chance it. Let me cross. Will you let me cross? Ah, thank you, darling. He let me cross. How sweet is that? He let me cross in a white van. How lovely. Probably saw the camera. Look at him. Beep, beep. You ready, good? Yes, yes. Anyways. Oh, what was I saying? Look at that career change. Oh, honey, I've already done that. The sky is so pretty. Let me show you. Look how pretty. Oh, no, this is so beautiful. We love nature. We love nature. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Yeah, my voice has gone back to normal. That was so weird. It's like I had to push that out of me. It was so strange. I don't even remember what I said. You have to do the work, babes. You have to look within yourself. You are the journey. You are the experience. You are everything at once, but you have to be able to acknowledge what has happened to you and be okay with dealing with that. And don't get it twisted. Like when you do this, God has already put everything in place to help you through that process. I can only say this because I've experienced it myself and I've been experiencing it and I continue to experience it because it's important to my journey that I am whole within myself and to understand that nothing external to me is my value. I am my value. I am. End of discussion. I'm the magnet that holds space for everything in my life to come and attract itself to me in the most positive way possible. I am the magnet. I am the one. And imagine you have all this dark, gooey shit that is continuously on you or inside of you. You're not going to be able to attract the fullness of what God wants in your life because there's something not being seen to. And don't get twisted, if you're okay with that, that's fine. I mean, that's your life. I mean, no one's going to tell you what to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, honey, you, like, baby, you're in control of your life. Confirmation. You're in control of that. But at the same time, baby, you need to look. You need to do the work. You need to be able to address certain things because these are the things that's also not making you live your life. You deserve to live. You deserve to breathe. You deserve to feel. You deserve to just exist and be. You deserve all the beautiful things. You deserve it. Don't you fucking deserve that? Don't you deserve what you've always dreamed of? You've got to bear in mind when you go into a dream state, whether you're sleeping or awake, it's a dream realm, honey. It's a desired realm. It's a realm that actually exists. There is nothing in this life that you can imagine that doesn't already exist. Everything already exists. Everything. Everything you've ever thought of in your mind, good and bad, exists. It's not possible to come to your mind if it doesn't exist already. This is just a 3D. This is just a 3D realm. This is just a physical form, and the system doesn't help. The system doesn't want you to know your power. That's why it has you sleeping from the moment you are born into this world, and it has you sleeping on your power. It has you feeling that you have to conform to get this or to do this or to get that. You should never have to work to earn. You shouldn't have to do all these things to get because it takes away from the power that is you. When you come out of everything and you really look at life and you start to look at yourself, you start to see things for what it is. That makes you realize this fucking shit is corrupt, bro. Everything about this world right now is corrupt. This is not of God. If anything, this is the true Satan. The system we live in is the true Satan. That is a fact. People think it's just, oh, it's my mind and all these. Ah, baby, it's a system. It's a system. It's the fucking system. Like, how is it? How is it that they said that the earth that's been existing for how many billions and billions of years, however long the earth has lived for and whatever, all of a sudden, all of a sudden, now it's starting to spin faster. If this shit was gonna spin faster, don't you think that the earth we walk on will feel it? Don't you think this this is why time isn't real? Time is made up. Time is there to help us. Actually, it's there to help us to really organize ourselves so that way we can always rest and recuperate and put everything into time frame. That's why time is energy. It's very important that you use your time wisely and on things that actually serves you and your highest power. So that's why it's actually there for us as humans. You know what I mean? But at the same time, the system also makes you feel like you don't have time. The system makes you believe that you have to compare. The system makes you believe that you don't have the power, that the power is external to you. So you're forced to give away energy and giving it to people that are feeding off of it and benefiting themselves. How can you believe all these charities that we have in in this whole world that we live in? The billionaires, the charities, the raisings, all these things. Where's all this money gone? Where's it gone? Tell me. Where's it gone? Have you verbatim seen when everything's gone? Like deep it. Deep it. Hi. You're so good. Like, tell me. Tell me where the fuck it's gone. Because I'm not going to lie to you, something's not adding up. Bearing in mind, I saw a post the other day that spoke about politics. Let me actually just focus on getting my ass back home, because the way I need to be is not funny. Yeah, this is work, you know. Ain't gonna lie. This guy was speaking about how, like, for example, you know, politicians and the president, they're just the puppets. They're just the puppets. They are the puppets. The big dogs are the ones that's controlling what's happening, this narrative that is happening. They are just the ones that are shown in your face. And it's very interesting because when I saw that, it made me really deep how fucked up this world really is. I know the world is fucked, but this is a whole other level. And when you keep seeing it and you just keep having these realizations like, wow, what you thought this life was really isn't it. They have made sure that you are distracted completely from yourself. They are instilling fear onto you, which they're doing a very good job at it, because look how big it's getting for itself. They're taking your time away. They make sure that you feel that you have no choice but to perform on social media and give your energy away. That it's like constantly people have access to you 24/7. Do you know that's not normal? When I was growing up, the only way you can get to me is through the landline, because phones weren't really a thing back then. It's only if and as of when you may needed it. That was when I was what, like 5, 6, 7. But landlines were the only way you can get to me. You have to memorize the numbers to call someone. Like, it wasn't so easy accessible. You couldn't just message someone, and you have to leave a voicemail if you wanted to give someone a message. You have to call people on the landline. No one could reach you like that unless they came to your house and knocked on your door. People didn't know where you lived like that. They'd have to actually know your address and find a way through the maps to get to you. Back then, you had so much more privacy towards your life. Now it feels like everyone, you have to kind of put your business out there, so that way they can always figure out where you're at, what you're doing, your location, your time and energy, what you're sending, the text, everything. And then you got a deep, when I was a kid as well, cancer. I keep seeing this shit everywhere. It's annoying me how cancer was what, 1 in 20. I think when I was young, 1 in 20. Now it's 1 in 3. How is that possible? Because they're doing shit to you. Well, I saw the other day about bottles and how they are literally contaminating you with things that can give you these illnesses, acting like you can't even cure it. There's a cure for everything on this earth. There is a cure for every single thing. God would not put us on a planet that does not have the cure for everything on this world. This is why they keep destroying the Amazon. They're destroying places and the actual nature of places that actually heals us, because they don't want you to heal. They want you to rely on them. They are the enemy. The system is the real enemy, bro. Everything that's external to you, all the negative energy, don't get it twisted. Like, there is negative and positive, everything is neutral. But if it makes you feel physically bad, it's not great. It's not good. It's not. But the only way you're gonna be able to wake the fuck up is by doing the work inside of you, bro. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not mincing my words. And the only reason why I can speak on this is because last year I had a situation that happened to me where I was really pouring. This was after when I did the work within myself. And I really just, we don't live in the present enough. We live in everything that's happening in the next hour or tomorrow or the next day. Again, another thing the system does to you. And it got to a point where I really just gave all the time to me and poured into me every day, made myself feel good, and just lived in the present moment. And I swear on my life, there was this day, right, where I remember I said to myself that I'm not going to settle for less than what I know I deserve in that space. There was an acting job that came to me, and it was £50 for like an 8-hour job. And I was like, right, I can accept this, but 50 quid? Really? Is my time worth £50? Is my time, my precious, beautiful time? I said no. The moment I took the time to decline the job, one bounced back in literally 3 seconds of a whole other job that was paying me 350 for 5 hours. They paid for my accommodation, they paid for my travel, and I didn't do shit apart from doing a light jog. I did a light jog, and that was literally it. I didn't do much. And it made me realize that moment. And then it's not so funny, it's in that momentum, the jobs were coming back to back to back. And it was like, okay. But the funny thing is, there's a reason why this all fell off earlier this year. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I'm being so honest with you. It's because I didn't have the capacity to be able to hold space for what I was desiring in my life. Manifestations can happen so quickly, and it can literally like make you want to fall back so far back. But you have to have the right capacity. You have to be able to, your nervous system needs to be healed enough, or at least be in the safest, rootest of places to be able to hold space. The way I imagine my nervous system is like my inner child. That's the only way I can describe it to myself. That makes me make sense of it. And I always want to make sure that she is catered to, she's nurtured, she's okay, she's safe. I've got her, I'm with her, we are good. And in between that, we've got God holding both of our hands over here, so we are great. And this is what I do with myself, and it's what I'm continuously doing. And now that I've seen just a glimpse of all the work that I've done and how quick I went through the money, because I was on survival. I wasn't disciplined enough. I wasn't, because I didn't know. And it's so strange. And then I remember I flowed back into my old self state, and yeah, it just everything kind of fell off ever since then. Then I went to this whole kind of mental space earlier this year of like, okay, like I kind of beat myself up over it. But the thing is, I also had to tell myself, no. There's a reason why God is showing you this. God is showing you the glimpses. He's showing you literally what you can do, because you have the power. You've got the power. You do. You actually hold all the power inside of you. It's like, what? It's not something outside. Like, it's you. It's you. Fuck me. I need to pee. This is how you know I'm serious about this, what I'm saying, because I need to pee. I could be jogging right now to home. I'd be jogging. Yeah, well, not in the last few days, but I'm telling you this message because it's so important for you to hear this. You have the power inside of you, not external. And the only way you're going to find that out is by doing the work within yourself. If you choose not to do it, that's your own problem. Your own problem. And I, honestly, God, good luck to you. I don't care how old you are, whether you're 18, 85, 92, 51, 38, 25. Do not give a fuck how old you are. You have the power inside of you. You are not bound to any shit. So don't allow yourself to be. You are the one that's creating your own hell. We are so focused on heaven and the afterlife, forgetting where the fuck we are right now. Heaven is a byproduct of what you do on this earth. That shouldn't even be your main focus. It shouldn't be at all. The work, God has got you here right now. God has you here in this earth at this specific moment. Listen to this video right now. What are you doing with your time from this moment forward? Are you going to spend the time sitting there thinking, oh no, I can't do this. Oh no, all this thing. Or are you going to start questioning that everything you're doing, is it aligned with you? Is aligned with the soul in you? If what you're doing doesn't increase the God inside of you, or your awareness of God inside of you, the consciousness that exists within inside of you, you're not doing the job right. With one thing about me, I don't question anything. I'm not questioning it, you know what I mean? Like I said, religion's beautiful. There's truth in everything. There is truth in everything. But if you feel like there's only one specific way to get to God in terms of it's not Islam, it's Christianity. If it's not Christianity, it's Buddhism. If you think like that, you're not. It's not correct. It's not correct. It's not correct, because God is in everyone. There is how many people on this earth? God is in each and every one of them. So how can you tell me it's only one way to get to God? God will give you a path that might align with you in a way that serves your highest power, and this is the best way to do it, of course. But it should never take away from someone else's path and what they're doing. It should never do that. That's not of God to me. I'm so sorry, that's not of God. It's not. I have such beautiful friends. Like one of my closest girls, she's Muslim. And I love her with my life, and yet we connect so deeply on a God level. We are not the same at all, but there's a mutual understanding and mutual beauty in what our foundation is with God, that it doesn't matter how we practice it, because that's actually quite irrelevant, actually. Very irrelevant to both of us, because no matter what, the bond that we have is with God. If that doesn't say anything in itself, I don't know what the fuck does. We're looking at everything so fucking wrong, bro. So fucking wrong. But all I'm trying to say is please don't, if you are listening to this video and you are still listening and your girl needs to pee very bad, but I'm holding it down like a dog as best as I can. Because you guys, it's literally in my name, but you know me, mate. And I've still got a whole, what, 25 minutes to go before I get to me. So it's all right. I'm doing this for you. Just if you don't even know where to begin, just ask God for the guidance. He will give it to you. You've got to bear in mind the source is there to help us understand ourselves. We're not meant to not do the work and give it to God and let it go. That is not how it's meant to be. And that is a lot of people's mentalities in this earth, and it's fucked. And this is exactly why you're always left struggling. You're always left in survival mode. You're always left in unsafety. You're always left feeling like it's not. It's just God doesn't design things. Everything has intention. You have intention. The way you are, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you act, the way you feel. Everything with you is an intentional specification. There's truth in everything. That's what I'm trying to say. There is truth in everything. And when people say, what's your star sign? And they just leave it at the sun. Sweetheart, that's where people think that, okay, you're actually dumb. Because of course, you can't judge everyone based on the same sun sign. You've got a whole fucking chart to go with that. If you go on any sort of site, if you wrote your entire chart, let them tell you verbatim about yourself. You're gonna feel it. Then you can't come and tell me, yeah, it's just a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence in this earth, baby. Everything's intentional. You just can't admit to the fact that, honey, we are right. The fuck? There are two magpies flying away. I won't take it away. I wanna fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want. Anyway, sorry. Just test it. All I can say is test it. I'm not saying not to believe in God in the way you do. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying go within yourself. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking is for you to attend. Don't just move life and start existing. Live your life and do the work. Live in the present. Listen to your body. Your body is a very big signal towards what is going on. Listen to her. Because they're that inner child. I remember I had a conversation with my aunt, I think. And one of my aunt was like, how she doesn't believe that the inner child exists anymore. Like, she's gone. I'm thinking, who are you fooling? Because it ain't gonna be me. Because I've seen the way she acts with her parents. That inner child is still breathing, but because she's quite a madam. You know what I mean? She's quite a little bit of a madam, so she doesn't really identify with the inner child. But the problem is, your inner child never dies. Your inner child never leaves you ever. You should never have to work for the life that you lead, man. It's like does that make sense to you? How can you be living in a situation that doesn't even make you happy? Or how can you be living a life? Like, do you think God would want that for you? Oh, there's a plane! I don't even know if you can see it. Can you see it? Hold on. Can you see it flying? It's quite big in real life, though. I know it looks a bit small on the phone, but it's very, very big. Okay. It's very big, I promise. It's like this big, I think. I'll be on that. Do you know what I mean? Because, I'm just that girl. We're going on holiday. Holiday! I need to pee so much. Anyways, let me get my. That walk actually went so fast. Can you see me? Because I can't really see myself. But anyway, you've got this. I am the big sister or the little sister that you need to help you on this journey. Because I'm doing it. That went right in my ears. That went right in my ears. That was not nice. Oh, that was a bit sensitive. But yeah, I'm here to help you in any way that I can. I just want you to understand the power that's inside of you, and I will keep doing my job as I can as a servant of the Most High and the creation of the Most High to do my job and to help you because you deserve it. You deserve to feel the fullness of God inside of you, and you deserve to feel how special you are and that you are the powerful one and you are beautiful and you have nothing to ever worry about in life because you are highly protected every single minute of the day. You are that person. Know who the fuck you are. Because I'm not gonna lie, you can say, do you know who the fuck I am? Do you know who the fuck you are? Do you? Well, we need to find out, baby. Blessed and highly favored motherfucker right here. Play with me. But yeah, you guys, I have to pee so bad. So on this occasion, I think I'm done. I love you so much. I'm gonna hopefully do another video, just give you like a bit of advice, I guess, on what you could do. But I'm still trying to figure it out as I go along anyway. So yeah, we'll see. But I love you. I pray that you are good and blessed, highly favored. There are two girls checking for me right now. Can you see that at the bus stop? And I don't care. Do you know why? Because this is my world, this is my life, and I don't care because I deserve to hold space, and I'm going to create that space for me to hold on to. Why? Because the fuck I can. Okay? But yeah, I love you so much. I pray that you're good and blessed. And yeah, I need to pee. I've held it down very, very well, and I'm proud of myself for that. But Jesus, I need to pee. Okay. So I'll speak to you soon. Have a lovely day. And yeah, I guess we'll see. I'll see you soon.